Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to our channel today. I want to take just 5 minutes of your time to share powerful insights from someone who embodies resilience, ambition, and evolution. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. From surviving 9 bullets to becoming a music mogul, entrepreneur, and author, 50 Cent has more than just lyrics to offer. He delivers life-changing wisdom born from the raw edge of reality. Let's dive the lessons that can shift your mindset, challenge your habits, and elevate your life. Pain in life is inevitable. What separates those who rise from those who remain stuck is how they respond to it. 50 Cent's story is a raw and powerful reminder of this. Being shot 9 times would break most people. It nearly killed him. But instead of letting that trauma control his future, he used it as fuel. He refused to see himself as a victim. That pain gave him clarity, urgency, and a sense of purpose. He channeled it into his music, his mindset, and ultimately, his mission. Everyone has scars, but what matters is whether you let those scars weaken you or give you strength. Pain can become your greatest teacher if you stop running from it and start learning from it. Hard work is often glorified, but without a sense of direction, it can be wasted effort. 50 Cent never worked aimlessly. He worked strategically. In the early days of his career, he didn't just focus on being the best rapper. He studied the business behind the music. He learned how labels made money, how artists were marketed, and how ownership mattered. That's why when the opportunity to partner with Vitamin Water came, he wasn't just a face for the brand. He became an investor. Every move he made was with intention. Hustling without purpose burns you out. Hustling with vision builds you up. He teaches us that time is currency, and if you're not using yours wisely, you're losing it. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in the world. It holds more people back than failure ever will. But 50 Cent learned early on that fear is a mental prison. Growing up where he did, fear could get you killed or make you weak. So he conditioned himself to reject it. He once said, "Fear is optional." The reality is, most people are afraid of things that haven't even happened. They're paralyzed by what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. But the people who succeed, the ones who change their lives and the lives of others, are the ones who take risks even when they're scared. They understand that every failure is just feedback. The more you expose yourself to the unknown, the stronger and braver you become. You can't let fear run your life or you'll never truly live. In high-stakes environments, whether it's the streets, the boardroom, or a personal relationship, emotions can be either your greatest asset or your biggest liability. 50 Cent learned the importance of staying emotionally neutral. He doesn't make decisions based on anger, jealousy, pride, or desperation. He stays calm, thinks long-term, and makes moves that keep him in control. That kind of emotional discipline isn't easy, but it's essential. If you're ruled by emotion, you're vulnerable. People can manipulate you, you'll make impulsive decisions, and you'll sabotage your own progress. Emotional intelligence isn't about being cold, it's about being in command of yourself. The world respects people who remain steady under pressure. One of the most overlooked truths in success is the power of self-investment. 50 Cent understood that the more he learned, the more he could earn. He constantly evolved. From rapper to actor, from actor to executive producer, from artist to investor, he never stayed in one lane. Every time he made money, he looked for ways to multiply it. But more importantly, he invested in his own growth. He read, he listened, he asked questions. He didn't let ego block his learning. He understood that true wealth isn't just financial. It's mental, emotional, and spiritual. If you want freedom, you have to build it from the inside out. That means developing skills, knowledge, discipline, and confidence. The best thing you can bet on is yourself. Excuses are the enemy of progress. 50 Cent doesn't tolerate them, from himself or from others. He believes that if something isn't working, it's your responsibility to change it. It doesn't matter where you started, how unfair life has been, or who let you down. What matters is what you do next. Making excuses feels good in the short term, it lets you off the hook. But in the long term, it keeps you stuck. Blaming others might protect your pride, but it robs you of your power. When you take ownership of your life, you take back control. That mindset separates those who survive from those who thrive. No one is coming to save you. If you want change, you have to be the one to create it. In just 5 minutes, you've heard not just the words of 50 Cent, but the wisdom for get through adversity, failure, and success. These principles aren't just sound bites, they're blueprints. Let pain push you, hustle smart, face fear, master emotions, invest in yourself, and drop the excuses. As 50 says, if you die in the process of chasing your dream, at least you're doing what you love, so don't just survive, thrive. Thank you.